Soylana is the manifestation of the TikTok generation bleeding into crypto. Welcome to you, baby dolls. You are a yummy chicken Spartan bowl. Shout out to all the Greeks out there, especially my favorite uncle, Uncle Bobby Lucas, who makes the mean souvlaki and gyros. Now, friends, Soylana chain. Soylana chain got a lot of product market fit, has 1 million daily active users. It's doing a lot of volume. It's rivaling Ethereum. It's all the meme coin trading back and forth. And while I spin my helicopter hat, I'm just going to remind you of this truth. Remind you, because you just heard it. Your eyes are just like, oh! Okay, you're going to feel it again. Soylana is the manifestation of the TikTok generation. So what does that mean? Soylana chain, there's many chains in crypto, but for some reason, Soylana has an extreme amount of Jeets. Now, what is a Jeet? A Jeet, friends, is somebody who just quickly sells in and out, quick. Now, it's a tragedy of the masses and a tragedy of the commons because people think, well, this is the wrong mindset. They think investing, the victory to investing is all these small wins added up. They think if I just add up all these small wins, it's like winning, it's like building a house. That's what they think. Wrong mindset, by the way, it doesn't work. They think to win, you know how you build a house? One brick at a time. Yes, take your 2x and your 2x and your 2x and your 2x. The problem is there is no one out there with such a record because it doesn't exist. Because slippage cost, chaotic nature of the markets, and there's also a time factor, a time of your edge. You have a shelf life. Your strategy and your brain, your ability to basically have an edge over the market has a shelf life. So if you are constantly taking these little 2x's, all these little 20% 2x's and stuff, eventually you run out of edge. And when you finally come to, when you realize, oh, I should have been holding the whole time, the cycle is done. You've wasted all this time, and now you have to start from square one again. Because in the new cycle, you need a new edge, and you've wasted everything. So you will probably, in the following cycle, not just in crypto, in stock market as well, what most people will do is they'll go to who made money last cycle. They go, oh, what did that guy do? And they go, oh, that guy, you know, he has a helicopter hat and he said to buy and hold. But what unfortunately happens is they adopt that person's mantra, which is their philosophy of what worked. So like, you know, back in 2020, oh, you got to buy the DeFi coins because everybody wants yield. Doesn't work in this cycle, does it? No, now it's memes, you see? But all the people who are buying DeFi coins for yield, their portfolios have not been rising. Now, I hope they do, right? Cycle number 2 stuff for a lot of them, but they haven't been like, you know, celebrating, have they? You see, friends? That's the problem, right? So people, when they come in, they don't actually come in and they reset themselves because they get humbled, because that's what the market does. It spanks you, booty spanks you. You do get humbled, but they don't actually do the total reset. Because then they'll go lean on someone else. They go, oh, you know, I didn't make money last cycle. What was the mindset you needed? And then they were like, oh, you got to buy the DeFi coins, the decentralization stuff. But don't worry, this happens in every single cycle. Now I'm going to play some nice pump music just to get everyone pumping. Friends, every single cycle, 2012, 2016, 2020, and now 2024, 4 cycles of crypto, Bitcoin, there were different narratives, and everybody who comes in thinks this is the narrative that takes over the world. And then next cycle, they get thrown out. They are now old. We move on to something new. So that's what happens, okay? So now you understand what's actually been happening. How did we now get to that, from that to Soylana being the manifestation of this TikTok generation, friends? Well, firstly, what he said. What he said. I love these Peppy with these cute shadows and stuff. Friends, you know this, right? I don't know, many of my friends who have kids and stuff, dude, you got the kids, friends, they have no attention span. Like those kids are fried. Oh, friends, do you know how many times I've heard stories of someone's kid? They'll literally, okay, so obviously back in our day, you're playing a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation, you just had one. You just had one. Oh, you finished the game? Go and finish it again on a tougher difficulty. That's it. You ain't getting another game. There's not enough money to keep buying games. You can't, there's no internet. There's none of this to go download all this stuff, okay? That was it back then. And by the way, that was still controversial because even before that was the play generation where everybody just goes out. You have to go up to the kids' park. Everyone has to let their kids run around on the bicycles and go on all these adventures on the train tracks, like all those, you know, the American movies. But even sitting at home with one PlayStation or something, or Super Nintendo, that was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, oh, your eyes are going to turn square. But now we've like taken that to an extreme. Now all these kids, what's happening is they've got a Nintendo DS. By the way, they don't even appreciate the graphics on these. I'm looking at these things like, what? This used to be CGI, man. This was like, I'd have to play the whole game and then you show me like 15 seconds of something like this. Now the game actually looks like the CGI. The game, and there's internet capability on all the Nintendo DS, and you can play with multiple people, and you have literally a library of like 4,000 games. And then they'll watch TV, and they'll go to the game, and they'll go to another game, and then they'll play something else. They put the car racing thing on. No, I want to go to Smash Brothers, the new Super Smash Brothers. Then they're going to watch a movie for like 8 seconds just to get to the song part. Then they get bored of that. Then they want to go do something. Then they go kick a ball, and they come back again and change the game. They're just doing it, bam, bam, just do these loops. They're just going, their brains are fried, okay? And you see this, and you're like, interesting, like, maybe we've gone a bit too far. I don't know how this plays out. There's all this like, you know, all these science dudes coming out like, well, it's psychologists. I don't know. We should be doing that. But it's actually bleeding into crypto. And it's bleeding in Soylana and Jeet land. Okay, so I explain it here. Soylana is Jeet land, and most its users can't conceptualize the thought of believing and having diamond hands in a crypto token. Yeah, this is true, man. You ever been on Soylana? Fans, just check the comment section. Like, hey, bro, every time I jump in, where's all this money, bro? I'm just getting rugged. Left, right, center, rug. Yeah. Pump.Fun was made on Soylana. 130,000 poop coins minted every week. Yeah, there's a unicorn here and there, of course, but 130,000 ain't moving anywhere. But down, you're getting dumped on. You know what's funny, friends? They made Pump.Fun to help people from getting jeeted, but now there's even more jeeting on there because it's a bonding curve. So people are just getting in and they're just dumping on everybody who's buying along the bonding curve. It never even makes it to market most of the time. All right, so that's pretty much what's been happening. Now, these Soylana people, it's not a coincidence. All right, now, if friends, you remember my videos, right? I told you that the founder of a crypto, their personality and their mindset and their soul and their essence, it breathes its life into the personalities of the people on the chain. So I think it does both. It attracts people like itself, and also people who are more blank slates will adopt that founder's personality. That's my theory. I think they do both. I think people who are like could be swayed one way or another. They could do good or they could do bad. Well, it depends what the personality of the founder is. It like gives them the power and charges them up to, because humans were very impressionable and we want to follow the leader. Okay, inherently, friends, we have worship gene. Some say the Anunnaki gave it to us. Woo! The worship gene makes us very, very convenient slaves. Also explains a lot of us how we don't have that many rebels in society. They're like, a couple of percent. Everyone else complies, okay, in the social order. That's pretty much it. So that's one way. The other way is it just attracts people. Yeah, it's like a magnet. It's like, people believe in those principles. Like whenever you think about this, you think about Richard Hart. It's so clear. You can just see Richard Hart believes in like this freedom of movement, freedom of speech, all these principles, and then it attracts people. Go listen to the founders of all the protocols and the coins. And also, the interesting part is, remember, Richard Hart was a showman himself. He's like a Donald Trump. He knows how to communicate and market. He knows he's good at that. And then you look at everybody in PulseChain, there's a lot of showman type of people who are like crowd gatherers. There's a lot of them out here, okay? They're pretty much, they're littered all over PulseChain, but I don't want to use the word litter. Like, it's actually good. It's good. It's like all these fascinating mushroom popping stuff, okay? And then you even have like the Tang Gang, which are like, there's no central guy, or central one person who's like a showman. They're more like the rebel side, the rebel spirit, the fight back against the establishment. Interesting, right? But what about Soylana? Well, friends, Soylana literally had Soy Bankman-Fried. Now, if you speak to Soylana people, they'll say, no, he wasn't a big part of it. You have Ansem and all these. No. What do you say? Ansem? Dude, he's literally doing everything like that, just epitomizes this TikTok generation. Now, friends, what I'm about to tell you, I'm not having a knock at anyone's family, so nothing to do with it, but don't you think it's interesting that Ansem, okay, loves Soylana chain, and he has done stuff where he goes around partying with girls, all right, doing these like really like mad partying in Vegas and all these. He's hanging around celebrities just like Soy Bankman-Fried did. You know what I mean? Going around talking to all these celebrities, hanging out with celebrities. Also, he does trading. You know what I mean? He does trading. A lot of his stuff. Now, I haven't seen him personally. I don't know any of his accounts or any of his wallet friends, but a lot of people say like a lot of this stuff, he's like trading in and out of things, taking losses. Right now, you're probably wondering like, what's wrong with that? No, that's not. Friends, to make it in crypto tech, there's no take a little stop loss here and there. No. Where do you sell your Bitcoin for the past 15 years? Never. Where do you sell your Ethereum? Never. If you roll forward the next 10 years. That's pretty much what to make it, you got to believe. Where do you sell your Doge? Right? See what I mean? But obviously, I'm anchoring to unicorns here. So yes, don't just like, never ever have sold policy for anything. But I'm just giving you an idea of the people who make it the most in these. So you also have Ansem, friends. So once again, I don't want to bring families into this, but like you just hear rumors. A lot of people always speak about the fact that they show tweets of Ansem before he made it, or I guess like his 10, 100 million, $150 million, whatever he made. He made it post saying, I just want enough money to look after my daughter. And that's it. I just want enough money so that I can spend time with my daughter. Okay. Now that he's got the money, he's like, see yous, we're going straight to the partying. Friends, like just crazy. I even have my clip here, friends, when I spoke about, look at this, side quest with Z's. I don't want to play the music because of the thing. Look at this. So it's just, going out. See, look, him. So... See that, friends? Look, he's partying. All the babes. The boxing match. Everything. Woo! I'm like a celebrity. Woo, 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 woo. Friends, isn't it funny? That's exactly what Soy Bankman-Fried did. Look at this. It's literally, friends, it's the exact same thing. Soy Bankman-Fried hanging around all celebrities. Tom Brady. All of these people who got in. Yeah. Celebrities. Yeah. Get all these. Woo! See, it's the same energy. It's the same vibe. Interesting, right? Now... I don't like making this prediction, but I think one day, if someone sniffs out too many wallets of a couple of these Soylana influencers, I think they're going to see a lot of profit-taking, dumping, cheating. You want to know why? I'm doing this as a loose correlation to, it's a loose correlation but strongly believed in, all right, to Soy Bankman-Fried. Now, Soy Bankman-Fried with Alameda, they were known, friends, as one of the toxic, most known, but I was calling him one of the most toxic, tentacle scum of the crypto industry. Soy Bankman-Fried and Alameda, whenever they would get given a token or a project, they would dump it, everything, every unlock. They would never hold anything. They were known to be dumpers. They considered anything over 20% yield gain as a mega win. They would just dump the crap out of it. They destroyed projects, friends. They were known for that. And every time they got bribed with the project, they dump everything. Okay, they were known that. Just dump. They were these yield seekers. All right? That's why no one believed that they were bankrupt. You want to know why? Because they're like, how are you bankrupt when you have been dumping everything for profit the whole time? You are a toxic cancer on the entire crypto industry. It's because they were dumping on one thing, but they just didn't take a loss on the other and had to feed the loss. That's why, all right? Now, this TikTok generation, friends, it now blends in. So you're probably seeing you're seeing a lot of this celebrity stuff here and there, kind of young and hip and energy, getting the celebrities in. You're like, where's the TikTok generation coming? Now, let me show you this, okay? It's all related, all right? Science research tells us that your brain gets a dopamine reaction whenever you process new information. So there's all these science research done now, friends. So could be an evolution mechanism, we don't know, but when you and I see new information, new, you get a dopamine hit. It spikes and then it drops after that because it's not new and shiny anymore. All right, so new, wow. This is obviously helpful when you're learning about things on the land. If we were like a caveman, you know what I mean? And you're learning I just learned about this new berry. For example, someone just told me this information that these berries are poisonous. I shouldn't eat them. Or that there's food over there. Wow, a new source of food? Let's go. Or a new river just got discovered? Wow. See what I mean? You're originally imagining yourself as a caveman with your club. You're like, ooga booga. You're like, wow, a new source of berries we can eat. See? But now we don't have new sources of berries. Right, I do, of course, in the fridge. But we have breaking news. Your friend Sommi is not wearing any shoes right now. You know what I mean? Like that type of world-changing, life-shattering breaking news, which must be told to the whole world. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, the dopamine. Now, this dopamine stuff, it's not new. The thing is, though, they even say it here, right? To the brain, information is its own reward, above and beyond whether it's useful. Interesting. See? Okay. And look, just as our brains like empty calories from junk food, so they like empty calories from the junk food, the sugar, they can overvalue information that makes us feel good but may not be useful, while some may call idle curiosity. What's going on over here? What's everyone having fun over here? It's the dopamine hit. It's the network effects, right? But here's the thing, friends. We've known that about in crypto. And yes, look, obviously, I know I'm very, very aware of the irony because, look, real estate people, okay, will say everyone in the stock market is a junkie. You're a dopamine junkie because in real estate, it's like, you know, it's people's livelihoods and you have a house and you can always, it's bricks and mortar, you know what I mean? So then they think stock market people, because they go up and down a lot, they think, oh, you're a junkie. The stock market people will poop down towards crypto people. And they'll say, look at us, man. At least we like go up. We have an up-only Ponzi. You know what I mean? You guys like have an extremely short cycle. You know, the stock market's like 5.5 years of them going up and then they drop. For crypto, it's literally like 1 year pretty much going up. In fact, it's only 100 days when it goes euphoric. 100 days, 50 to 100 days. You know what I mean? So think about that shortened period, okay? And now in crypto, we have Bitcoin people talking to the Bitcoins be like, we're the serious one. You know what I mean? The meme coins ones. You guys are the ones with the dopamine addiction. See how everybody's just, it's just a curve, man. It's just a curve. All right, it's just a curve. You got to know where you are in the curve. You got to know how you got to play against the curve. So where does TikTok come in now? Obviously, TikTok, friends, you know, the video site where it's just like 5-second videos. A girl shaking her boobies. Next one. Now she's taking her bum. Next one, she's shaking her toe. Okay, she changed her toenail color. You know, have you seen that meme, friends, where girls are like, oh my God, I just got new shoes. And it's literally just straight, like you can see what she had for breakfast through her anal cavity, like going straight in. You know what I mean? Like, wow, corn. Family friendly show. Corn's yummy. So you can see that. And what's actually happening is, remember we started with you at home as a kid. You'd have to play the PlayStation for literally like 15 hours if you were lucky, if your parents let you do that, because that's all you got. You got like 2 games for the whole 3 months, whatever it is, okay? Now, they got 4,000 games loaded. Now, you don't have to watch a video, friends, for like 3 hours. You don't have to watch that movie. You know when kids used to be super excited to go to movies because, oh, the new thing. Now, man, you have movies on YouTube. Now, you don't have to watch for an hour and a half. Now, we have different catered movies. Like, you're watching this video right now, yeah? Well, I'll make it like, 15, 20 minutes. I can make them 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a 3-hour investment. But then they kept shortening it and shortening it and shortening it. Now, we literally have 5 seconds. All right, 5 to 10 seconds. The shorts, the YouTube shorts, the TikTok videos, new dopamine, new dopamine, new dopamine. People are addicted to this new dopamine stuff, okay? So here's the thing though. When the dopamine peak is done, okay, it just drops. It's like the Burj Khalifa chart, okay? And yeah, you get that dopamine spike, but your brain keeps frying. Pretty much your brain keeps frying because you don't know, like you don't even believe that you should watch anything for longer than like 10 to 15 seconds because you don't get any value for them anymore. Your brain is fried. It's just like somebody who's only eaten donuts and sugar their whole life. They can't possibly relate to how good you feel internally if you're eating chicken and vegetables and you go to the gym, okay? Because they're just used to that hit, okay? So Soylana chain though, friends, is the epitome of this. You know, so when that dopamine peak comes and it starts to lower, the audience moves on to the new quick fix, a new celebrity, a new coin, new logo, bang, 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 bang. Just, it's like hyper, super explosive, supernova, bang, 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 over and over and over again, fireworks. And funny, well, now, friends, obviously, I love everybody at Crypto Banter. I love all of you. This is just the first chart I just thought of. This is the GUMMY token. And by the way, GUMMY went below my box. So it's actually down, man, it's down to like 19 million market cap. So yeah, you see, friends? But I've got to remind you once again, they all said I was wrong here, bro. You went up for 36 hours and you're down for like 65 days now. So, see, think about that, friends. Think about the type of people, the makeup of people you want in there if you're thinking about holding a coin. Now, I love everybody in Pika. I love DickWifButt, Orange Man Good. I know we all believe. Yeah, we believe on PulseChain. We believe in a lot of things we believe. PDI, you know they believe, man. You know they believe. What about Soylana? What about Joe BODEN coin? All right. What about Joe Biden coin, bro? Do you guys really believe in Joe Biden? Because, like, obviously, you probably say, like, no way anyone believed in him. Yeah, they did. Of course they did. Of course they did. What do you mean they didn't believe in him, bro? I remember it was put all over the crypto industry. It hit 700 million market cap, and don't you dare let them live this down. When it was at 700 million market cap, your friend Sommi, I literally did this, okay? I was doing this, friends. Go back and watch my videos. What did I do? Your friend Sommi here, I said, look, man, people are from, like, at the end of the first day. So you bought at the end of the first day. Look how much this thing went up. You are up, holy moly, you are up 92,000x. Whoa! You're up 90,000x, even divided by 10. You're up 9,000x in, do you want to know how many days that was, friend? 35 days. And you're telling me it's the buy of a lifetime. I was saying that on my streams. I was saying that on my videos, saying my posts. I was like, look, man, I hope your Joe Biden coin goes up to trillions of dollars of market cap. I don't think something that hit 700 million market cap in 35 days, now being shielded all the mainstream YouTube influencers, I don't think that's cheap to me, just to be honest, okay? Now it goes back down. See, Joe Biden now is down 95%. Bang. No, now we're on to the new thing. Now Trump's cool. You got to look for the timeless memes, my friends. You're here for dopamine. The timeless memes. Ancient Romans were drawing dick butts, the flying winged penis, on walls, graffitiing on walls 2,000 years ago. There's something inherent in humans for some reason. You know what, friends? If you're a lady out there or you got a sister, maybe they're watching this video, God bless this. But also, if you're wondering, why do we always have like penis jokes? Well, I always willy jokes. It's because it does so much. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the giver of life. And then always we make a joke, like sometimes men and kingdoms and countries have kind of like been compromised because men can't keep it in their pants, right? And then also it has to be protected because our nuts are there. Because if you get kicked in the nuts, it hurts. So it does all these things, friends. It does all these things. That's why men are kind of like, hey, that's kind of funny. It's like our century. It's really a man's brain. They always joke about that, friends. You always hear that joke. Men only have enough blood for like one of two organs, either the brain or their willy. That's pretty much it. Their man downstairs. That's it. That's why it's always there. But it's kind of funny. We don't really talk about it just because everyone has it. It was like, oh, they kind of inherently knew it. But that's pretty much why. That's why these willy jokes go deeper. Okay, that's what I've just gone for you. I've done meme coin fundamentals. It's kind of funny. Now, this TikTok generation, friends, they have constant jeeting, constant trading, constant super fast paced events, constant, just bang, 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 bang. Now, you on the sidelines might go, but shouldn't that be really profitable because you're moving to the places where the crowd shows demand or product market fit, if you want to be, you know, a bit of a smart aleck when it comes to that? Yeah, on the surface, that's what it looks like. However, in reality, you only end up with tears and a destroyed portfolio. Because of over trading. That's why. They are all supernova explosions, friends. So the more you click trade, buy and sell. See, here's the thing, friends. I made many posts on this, remember, 2 years ago in the bottom of bear market. People always think when they start trading, they're going to have a good account in like 6 months. And they're just going to make like 30 trades. Right? That's what they think. Oh, in 30 to 50 trades, I'm going to have a big account. I'm going to do good. Buy and sell, buy and sell. I'm not going to win all of them. I'm like 80, 90%. Yeah. Or even 50%. But what the reality is, no one has 30 trades. What actually happens is they end up with literally like 3,000 trades. Now, the 3,000 trades, that is buying and selling. They're paying slippage each time. They are losing to the transaction costs, which is the broker fee in the stock market world. And all of that chipping away over and over and over again. You're lucky to make money if you have an edge. A lot of people don't even have an edge. You know what I mean? So 90% of people do not have an edge. They're just going to lose anyway. And then they're going to be like break even, but then the brokerage fees are going to take them down. All right? Pretty much 70 to 90%. The top 10% have an edge. Now, how much of an edge do you have? That's the thing. And are you aware of when your edge stops? Because I can tell you right now, most people think they have an edge. No. All they have is a 4-year cycle predictability under their belt, and we're in the up part. And these people, see, friends, you think, oh, just stop trading in the bear market. No. People only realize that the bear market is here when everything is down 80%. and then they're not bouncing anymore, and it's been like 6 months. You're already halfway through the bear market when everyone finally realizes it's over. That's the problem. They realize, oh, it's a bear market. My portfolio used to be 100 grand. Now it's only 20 grand, and I keep trading it down lower. See, that's the problem. Okay? That's the reality of these. So people will keep to this Jeet mentality, TikTok generation mentality, will keep losing to slippage costs, chaotic randomness, news events pinging up and down, the stops and the volatility of all these is nuts. And they have lowering odds of success, as I mentioned. And I want to let you know, right, your friend Sommi, I have no faith in this TikTok generation mindset in any coin I'm in. But there is a silver lining here. There is like a nice benefit to all of us when it comes to this. So I don't want to hold any of their coins. I don't trust them. They're Jeeters. These are the people, they're like, you just can't rely on them, dude. You can't rely on them. Friends, everyone's had someone in their life who's only around for the good times. Everyone's met someone like that. Whether it be money, drugs, or just good times. Maybe they're just there when things look good in their own life or whatever, or your own life to vulture. But then when things go sour, out. You don't hear from them. You don't hear from them. Right? These are the people, are they ever going to offer to come early to help you set up a haul for a birthday? Hey, do you need any help? Hey, I'll take it. These people are never there. Okay? Everyone has had someone in their life like that. They know people like this. The people out there, probably, maybe you're someone out there listening to this. Maybe it helps you kind of like think differently when it comes to stuff like that, right? And no, you can't be the closest best friend to everyone, but don't pretend to be the best friend of everyone, because everyone knows that you're full of shit. They'll eventually, people figure it out, and they don't look too kindly on that, okay? So relying on this TikTok mentality, people, is bad. That's one-way ticket to hell. However, here's the positive though, the biggest positive. I do believe that this TikTok generation mindset person and these people and everyone out here, I think they're going to make so much noise to the outside world that it will help bring in more attention to crypto. So we can forecast, hopefully, how these people will react when they get thrown a lot of dollar signs. Maybe Bitcoin goes up, there's more trading and jeeting. They probably make so much more noise that it sucks in people who aren't TikTok generationers, but they just want to participate in crypto. It probably sucks them in. So you just got to think, right? Just think about this, friends. 100 million Coinbase customers. Do you think they're going to come in when they see these TikTok people making money, right, in Soylana land? Do you think they're coming in and do you think they're going to hear them talk about meme coins and then conclude that they should get into decentralization, freedom of speech principles? Do you think they're going to do that? I don't think so. I think they're gonna, all right, if a dummy like you can make money in meme coins, so can I. I'm gonna go find meme coins that I relate to. That's what I think is pretty much gonna happen. Now, obviously, very open book, friends. You don't have to, it's a strong conviction, loosely held. So we don't have to, you're not all in on this idea. If a new tech unicorn pops up, hey, we'll jump into it. It's fine. But for now, that seems like the trend to what it's going. And it makes sense to me. That's how I've concluded this. I go, well, for the fate of humanity, I would wish everyone comes in for these decentralization principles, but I am not the fate of humanity, friends. I am a market participant. I'm an observer. I have a 4D view of everything. I'm here 18 hours a day sitting on a squeaky chair with various sharp elbows to break the back of the bears. Ha! Okay? And some are also impressed by my giant spoon in my pants. That's what markets are, friends. So if you try to impose your will, you're like a mid-curver. Right? The world doesn't bend to you, brother. You know what I mean? It's a marketplace. It is what it is, okay? So ultimately, that's why I hold coin communities who are loyal and who believe in their hearts. Now, how do you get that? I don't know. You got to gauge. You got to poke around people. You got to sniff them from time to time. Yeah, and sometimes some events come out in Pika on PulseChain, we had a community takeover because the dev rugged and the community bounced back from that. You have multiple fan pages. You have just this energy. People making memes. Look at DickWifButt, HOA, the Tangang stuff. Yeah, man, when you see these memes, tick a Bitcoin, they're painting themselves blue in real life. You can just see things you're like, interesting. This gives me an idea you believe. All right. That's it. That's it, friends. You look at them, you're like, do you believe in it though, sir? Interesting, right? It's interesting, friends. Like, I want to be fooled, right? I want you to convince me you're all in, brother. Convince me. We know we're going to zero in a bear market like every other crypto. But for this moment, I need you to convince me. Convince me that you're here for the whole game. Harry Potter Obama guys paint themselves blue. See what I mean? They literally paint themselves blue and, yeah, smoke crack on a lawnmower and do drugs on... I know. It's just, yeah, but it is what it is. I'm like, you know what? You're very serious. You know what I mean? Your dopamine's so high, my gosh, it's going to match the price chart of the future. You see? This is crypto investing, friends. Network effects. By the way, who's the king of it? Bitcoin. Have you heard of a little coin called Bitcoin made by a little guy named Satoshi? Oh, he believed in it so much, didn't he? Oh, yeah, they believe, friends. They believe really hard. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.